Trump border czar Tom Homan was caught on camera accepting a $50,000 bribe in an undercover FBI sting operation in September 2024. The investigation started when a target in another probe repeatedly brought up that Homan had been collecting bribes in exchange for future federal contracts. The FBI then set up a sting operation where an undercover agent met Homan at a Cava restaurant and recorded video of the future border czar accepting a $50,000 cash bribe in a bag with the promise of future federal contracts in return. Fast forward 5 months later to February. Trump is back in office, and his personal defense lawyer, Emil Bovee, is now acting attorney general. Over the summer, FBI Director Kash Patel orders the investigation to be closed. Emil Bovee has since been confirmed to a lifetime federal judgeship. In response to the story, Kash Patel and Deputy AG Todd Blanche released a statement Sunday saying, quote, "This matter originated under the previous administration and was subjected to a full review by FBI agents and Justice Department prosecutors. They found no credible evidence of any criminal wrongdoing. The department's resources must remain focused on real threats to the American people, not baseless investigations. As a result, the investigation has been closed." They also called the Homan probe, quote, "blatantly political," and, quote, "yet another example of how the Biden Department of Justice was using its resources to target President Trump's allies." This is not the first time the DOJ has dropped investigations into Trump's allies. Soon after Trump's inauguration, federal prosecutors withdrew their public corruption inquiry into Trump-aligned Representative Andy Ogles. And while not a Trump ally by most definitions, New York City Mayor Eric Adams had his bribery and other corruption charges dropped after Bovee directed prosecutors to withdraw the case. Bovee said in a statement that the decision had nothing to do with the merits of the case, but instead said that the case was hurting Adams' ability to aid President Trump's crackdown on illegal immigration. In response, several prosecutors resigned en masse, and soon after, Adams and Homan deepened the partnership between local NYC law enforcement and immigration officials. Both Adams and the Trump administration deny that this was a quid pro quo. The Justice Department has now largely dismantled the unit that prosecutes corruption cases, which took part in the Homan probe. And if you get most of your news from right-leaning outlets, you may have missed this story. It was covered heavily by outlets on the left, but was largely ignored by those on the right, making this story a blind spot for the right.